Hey, welcome aboard. I'm Bentley Collins. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Sales at Back Cove Yachts. This is the Downeast 37. This is a 37-footer, presently the largest boat in our range of Back Cove Yachts. These are all single diesel engine boats with bow thrusters. So very economical to run, very fuel efficient, good performing boats. We can go out and cruise this boat at 22 to 24 knots. And we'll be burning about 16 gallons of diesel fuel per hour when we're out there on the water. We can go pretty well everywhere we want to go. We've got a range of about 375 miles, and we'd be able to take this boat as far south as Florida if we wanted to go down the intercoastal waterway. So this is a fun boat. This is one that's really intended for socializing with large groups of friends. We've got a totally open cockpit that you just came through, and the whole concept here is to go through the open cockpit. You can put loose furniture back here, water toys, anything you want to do back here in the cockpit, just to use that space in any way you want, including fishing. Some people will put a dining table here with 4 chairs. Some people will just leave it wide open and their kids can just lay out on sun mattresses, whatever the case may be. Got a retractable sun awning overhead that'll keep the sun out of the cockpit during the hot days. And then up here in the wheelhouse, we've got these beautiful settees with ultra leather fabric on them, very, very comfortable. Got this gorgeous table that you got a shot of a minute ago with the beautiful inlaid maple surface on it. And then up here in the wheelhouse, this is where we get our controls from, this standard STID seat, which is one of the best navigator seats in the business. Of course, the customer who buys this boat will put his navigational electronics on the panel, so it's bare right now, but it won't be for long as soon as the boat goes in the water. These are the controls that control the thrusters to move the boat sideways. So we can either move the boat directly sideways by moving it this way, or I can go the other way doing that, or I can twist the boat, have it turn in its own length just by pulling those 2 toggles one against the other. Great maneuverability. You can't get into trouble with this boat. You can get on the dock very, very easily, on and off the dock very easily. Performance is maximum speed with this 600 horsepower engine. The maximum speed is 28.9 knots. Or add 10% to that for miles per hour. A lot of people in this business do a lot of miles per hour work, so we tend to talk knots because our company's got a history in sailing. We've been in business since 1970, so a real traditional builder. Come on down below. This interior is what we call a Herreshoff style interior, and the Nathaniel Herreshoff company from Rhode Island traditionally built boats with these white raised bulkheads with wooden trims around the outside of it. It's a beautiful, open, airy feeling, traditional yacht finish. And we have a Corian countertop here in the galley, 2-burner electric cooktop. This boat's equipped with a generator and full air conditioning systems. So we're able to use the electric cooktop whenever we want to boil water or do something on the stove underway. Convection microwave back there aft. And then we've got a fridge freezer, drawer style, all with stainless steel fronts, which are great when you're using these boats in saltwater. The stainless steel is a great product to have when you're out in salt water all the time. And then over here behind me, you've got the sleeping quarters. This is a queen size 60 by 80 pedestal berth. Very easy to get in and out both sides. Lots of storage drawers underneath. Customers on boats love to have places to put their personal gear. Nice comfortable place to sleep, very open and airy. Over here we've got the head compartment and a stall shower. It's got all the comforts of home. This is like a small apartment, really. You've got everything in here from heating, cooling. You've got both battery power and AC power, alternating current power, so you can run any of your electric appliances here, as well as operate all these lights on battery power when you're underway. So that's the interior of this boat that we call the Back Cove Downeast 37. Downeast refers to boats that are primarily built in Maine or in New England, and they're boats that have traditionally been work boats that have had a conversion over to a personal application, being made into personal yachts.
And if you didn't say this already, who is this boat ideally for? What type of customer?
For a customer that wants to go out on the water and probably spend weekends on the boat, take large groups of friends out, and socialize in the afternoon. We can equip it with kayaks and paddle boards we put up on the top that you might have seen up there on the top of the hardtop. And so the boat is a perfect place to be able to take half a dozen friends, dozen friends, take them out for an afternoon, spend the day on the water, share some foods, share some drinks, share some water sports, and bring them home and put them to bed at night. And you stay on board the boat and all your friends leave. The perfect scenario.
And compare this in contrast to the other boat that you have here.
The other boat that we have here, the Sabre 42, is one that we think of as a long-range cruiser. Somebody would buy that boat and they would keep the boat up here in New England in the summertime, and then they'd take it south for the winter. They'd take it down the intercoastal waterway, keep the boat down in Florida for the winter, and use it down there, maybe hop over to the Bahamas, and they can spend weeks or months at a time on board that boat. This is really an overnighter. That's really long-range cruising.
Thank you.
You're watching Carlyle's Picks. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, let me show you guys around. It's got a sink, it's got a toilet, it's got a sink and a toilet.
We're gonna go full speed right now. No.
We're gonna go full speed right now, 47 knots. This is the Predator 68, and you're watching Carlyle's Picks.